Amazon announcing it's hiring 250,000 employees throughout the U.S. Out of those positions, 30,000 will be across California for seasonal workers. However, according to a recent report by Challenger Gray and Christmas, it might not be a very jolly holiday season for retail hiring. Amid a cooling labor market, holiday hiring is estimated to be the lowest since the financial crisis. Firms in the sector are only expected to add 410,000 positions in the fourth quarter. So where does this leave retailers as the holiday season approaches? Here to discuss, we have Challenger Gray and Christmas Senior Vice President Andy Challenger. So Andy, not very jolly. What are the reasons for that?
Yeah, we are expecting the retail sector to just hire fewer people than we have the past few years. Part of that is an overall trend. We've saw kind of peak hiring in the retail sector in 2016, and it's been slowly coming down since then, although we saw a spike during COVID. And then we're also expecting the slowing inflation is going to make it difficult for employers to pass on the extra costs of employees on to consumers in the form of increased prices. And it's going to put some crunch on the labor piece of the equation for these companies.
Yeah, Andrew, let's kind of separate the big retailers that we've been looking at. You know, we talked about Amazon hiring up. Amazon, Walmart, the big box names, so to speak, are kind of the ones where we see the ramp up happen. How do the numbers there you're anticipating compare to years past?
Yeah, we are expecting it to be lower this year. Last year, we saw it drop down to about 500,000 jobs added in the holiday hiring spree at the end of the year. That was down significantly from 2001 and to 2020 when we were in the midst of a real labor shortage in the sector. While there has been tightness that's persisted there, we really saw employers didn't need quite as many people last year in a surprising way. And then this year, amid just generally cooling labor market now for a number of months, we expect that to fall even further.
And so, Andrew, so pinning some of this on, I guess, it sounds like the cooling labor market. Also, how much does this really come down to higher interest rates as well? How much did that play into this, do you think?
Yeah, I really think that is part of it. When I talk to HR leaders, when I talk to companies, they are feeling the crunch in the people part of the equation of their companies right now. Labor costs have gotten much higher over the last few years. We've been in a real labor shortage. Companies hired at a very quick pace for a period of time, but the labor market has continued to cool in step with a cooling overall economy. We've seen month after month of that now. And while we think it has slowed, the cooling slowed a little bit the last 2 or 3 months, we do expect it to pick back up as companies come to this conclusion that they're not going to be able to pass on all of those extra labor costs to consumers in increased prices.
So what's the outlook going into what is typically the busiest shopping season of the year?
Yeah, there's still going to be hiring that's happening. 400,000 jobs isn't nothing. And, this announcement from Amazon was a big surprise to the upside. Since we put out this report last year, they had only announced 150,000 people they were trying to hire. So 250,000 is a big increase. There are certainly going to be players there are hiring to their payrolls during the holiday season that need extra help. Retailers will certainly be doing some extra hiring, but we're not hearing quite the scramble that we heard the last 3 years with companies offering no interview positions, hearing back from applications within 30 minutes because it was so competitive. That atmosphere seems to have cooled this season.
All right. Not very jolly. Andrew Challenger, we thank you for your time, sir.
Thanks for having me.